Bulletproof Radio, a state of high performance.
And there's something else that you did, some research. I don't know if it has to do with the solo carbon heaters that you guys are using, but you figured out what's in sweat from a normal sauna versus from the Sunlighten. What did you find as a difference between just a traditional sauna sweat versus infrared sauna sweat? What comes out of the body differently?
Yeah, so it's the toxic elements that come out of the body. And back when we did a study with UMKC in 2005, we showed in that study, it was amazing. It was double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled, and that actually compared Sunlighten to a generic infrared. So it was different than a traditional. It was actually an infrared. So it just showed the difference in the quantity of infrared that we've really worked hard to get the maximum amount. That's what we have a patent on, the maximum amount of infrared into the body. And we showed, removal of the toxic elements through the sweat. So that particular study, there was arsenic and lead and cadmium and some of these really harmful, versus a traditional sauna. It's really essentially all water. So you're really getting, again, it gets back to, like I said, Dr. Klinkhart's theory is you're getting that movement because you're getting this healing rays. We're filtering out. That's how I always look at it in my head, like a funnel. And when we take the wavelength, we're putting it through the Sunlighten funnel process so that what comes out is almost 100% of the healing rays that get into the body. And we've left out the hot air, if you will.
So yeah, the hot air is probably the least important. Well, the study, when I was just doing my research for this episode, normal sauna sweat, 97% water, about 3% toxins. But when it's infrared, you're getting 85% water, 15 to 20% cholesterol. And a lot of people don't understand this unless maybe they've read some of my books. But fat-soluble toxins, they get into your cholesterol, they get into your cell membranes, and they get recirculated. And a lot of the really nefarious ones that come from toxic mold, that come from Lyme disease, the lipopolysaccharides that come from your gut bacteria. Lipo means fat. These are fat-soluble toxins that get in there. And when you sweat out cholesterol like that, you're actually sweating out the toxins that are attached to it as well, which causes the body to resynthesize cholesterol. And you were finding sulfuric acid, sodium, ammonia, and uric acid. Now, uric acid is tied to gout. And ammonia, if you're on a keto diet or you're doing a high protein keto diet, which is not how you're supposed to do it, excessive protein consumption creates extra ammonia in the body, which is really rough on the kidneys and rough on the liver. This is why high protein, low fat diets are not probably a good idea. In general, there's a bunch of aging things that happen, but ammonia is part of it. So if you're actually sweating out that ammonia, then you're getting rid of stuff that you don't get rid of if you sit by a fire inside a sauna, even though that can feel good and it's beneficial. It's just not the same thing, which is what I wanted people to learn from this, from this episode.